So Lord Sri Krishna is the original creator, origin of everything, cause of all causes. And in this world, there are many secondary creators, many sub-creators. Just like Krishna is said to be the cause of all causes, controller of everything, and we also can control few things. We also can cause few things. We also can create few things. But we should always remember that original creator, the original cause, the source of everything is Krishna. So when Krishna creates this world, he can populate, he can send jivas, he can give them the bodies. But his faithful servants, he entrusts them the duty, the responsibility to create progeny. Just like here, we all have got a wonderful opportunity to build. It is actually not for Krishna. Krishna can do himself in no time. We may struggle for one temple, 16,108 palaces, no time. Sudama, when he reached home, there was a palace there. Actually, in one sense, if you see, for Krishna, it's such a small thing. I was reading an article, the Brahmos missile. One missile is 32 crores. Just one missile. And when war happens, series of missiles are released. So, Krishna gives opportunities for living entities to engage in his service. And great personalities are selected, like Brahmā is selected. He's a devotee of Lord. And then Svāyambhuva Manu, these are all Prajāpatis. They are entrusted the task and they faithfully execute what is assigned to them. In one place, Prabhupada mentions Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur. He accepted Narottam Das Thakur as his guru. He said, my only asset, my only wealth is the words of my guru. I am not interested in going back to Godhead. When he's saying I am not interested, I may go, I may not go. Either way it is okay. I am not interested in my own salvation. Generally people in spiritual life, we have some hidden motives, some agendas. He says, my only value, only thing which is an asset is the words of my guru. Then Prabhupada says that, he quotes the verse, Yasya bhakti, that tatheva, how the words of the spiritual master should be taken as heart and soul. And Prabhupada embodied that. Whatever his spiritual master Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur spoke to him in his first meeting, it got itched in his heart. He never forgot those words. So in spiritual life, we can read, we can memorize. Ultimately, advancement, genuine advancement will come when we try to fulfill the orders, the instructions of our spiritual master. And Prabhupada demonstrated that. Spiritual Master has given many instructions, many orders. And today's world, we have no dearth of information. By reading Prabhupada's letters, conversations, we can understand what was dear to Prabhupada, what was his mood, what was his instruction, what was his desires, what he wanted to do, what he wanted to achieve. And if we are, just like here, great personalities, simply because they were told, they were asked, and they faithfully engaged in their service to fulfill the instructions. And if we faithfully engage in fulfilling the instructions, the orders, the desires of the spiritual master, his representatives, then we are blessed. Divya Gyan Hriday Prakashito. So, the few quotes of Prabhupada says that, be happy and execute more and more service for Krishna, and Krishna will accept you in his association. We cannot force ourselves into association of Krishna. We can chant, we can do many things. Krishna has to accept. In Madhura Prabhu in one place says, you can do many things. Finally, the Nama Prabhu has to agree to dance on your tongue, to give you association. Mechanically, superficially, yes, we can do. But the Lord accepting, Lord agreeing to be bound, Lord agreeing to give association. Hanuman was ordered to bring some medicine from some mountain, and he was a monkey. He was animal. He did not know how to pick up. Take the whole mountain, execute the order. And then Ramachandra and Lakshmana, they'll find out what is the medicine. So this is Vaishnava. In one's own capacity, he should give the best service to the Lord. So we have many examples, like when we are assigned some service also, we may have limitations. Example is of Hanuman, or example is of Vanar Sena. The Lord per se is not interested in the quantum of service. He is interested in our attitude. Bhavagrahi Janardana. With what mood, with what spirit, with what bhava we are executing that service. Service can also be rendered grudgingly, can also be done in the lauding spirit. So Madhura in Japa, he says, very fundamental bhava which we should have when we are chanting is that we are serving Nama Prabhu. We can be chanting for our pleasure. Why do I chant? It makes me feel good. A small shift in paradigm, not small, it's a big shift, is that we are chanting not for our pleasure, to please Krishna. Any endeavor for pushing on Krishna's glories, that is as good as chanting the holy name. When you go out for canvassing, for pushing on this movement, people may not see that you are not chanting and dancing. People may not see that you are not chanting and dancing. Suppose you are canvassing for a life member. That topic is also as good as chanting Hare Krishna mantra. One's life must be dedicated simply for Krishna's service. Broadly speaking, Jivera Swarup Hoy Nityera Krishna Das. And Prabhupada explains that dharma of a living entity is to serve. We have no option, we don't have an option of not serving. If we don't serve Krishna, if we don't dedicate our life, we don't endeavor to please Krishna, automatically, we don't have to do opposite. If there is no light, there is darkness. No doubt it is not 0 or 1 logic. But if we are not striving to serve Krishna, then indirectly, unknowingly, unintentionally, we are serving Maya. Why Prabhupada used to say empty mind is a devil's workshop? Because if the mind is not engaged in thinking of Krishna, it will think of Maya. It will think of sense gratification. You cannot have zero, empty, shunya. You can have for a moment, for a few seconds, people try to empty the mind, empty the thoughts, make it calm. Possible for a few seconds, but that's not the nature of mind. Mind produces thoughts. If we are not thinking of Krishna, if you're not thinking of Krishna's service, if you're not engaged in what can I do, what can I do, what can I do, then mind will automatically, what gratification can I get? What gratification can I get? What senses can be gratified? That's why Prabhupada was very, very conscious that devotees are engaged. And this is in line in the beginning, especially the bhakta, we should thoroughly engage. If we are not engaged, what will happen is the mind will automatically go in the direction of sense gratification. And it is not only for bhaktas, for everyone. At any stage, we have to be conscious. So our conditions, our circumstances, like Hanuman, he was not very that way. He was ordered Sanjeevani, he brought the whole mountain. Intent was very clear. I want to serve the Lord. And when we serve the Lord, when our intentions are pure, we may not have the talents, we may not have the skills, we may not have the ability, then we can experience the sweet reciprocation of the Lord. Prabhupada once had a conversation with his devotees. He says, why do you believe that Krishna is Supreme God? You've heard of that. So somebody said, it is mentioned in the Gita. He says, who knows who has written Gita? No, Krishna has spoken, Krishna Bhagavan Vacha. What is the proof? People can argue. We say Bhagavad Gita. What is the proof? What is the evidence that actually Krishna spoke? Some Rishi Muni 200 years back would have written. So Prabhupada countered that argument. Then somebody said, Prabhupada, you are saying that Krishna is Supreme God. He says, I am a senile old man, 70 years. Old man generally start speaking so many. How can you trust an old man? He is simply saying you will trust him. So that also he countered. Then the devotee said, Prabhupada, when we serve Krishna and when we get purified, then we can see Krishna face to face. So Prabhupada, have you seen? No, when we get purified, we'll be able to. So you have not seen yet. So why do you believe Krishna is Supreme? Then after all this, 2-3 more arguments happened, discussion happened. Prabhupada sometimes used to counter just to strengthen his devotees, how to counter other atheistic arguments. Then finally Prabhupada said, we believe that Krishna is the Supreme God, so that because when we serve Him, we can experience His sweet reciprocation. And each one of us, to different degrees, we have experienced. That's why we're sitting here today. No doubt Krishna is there in deity form. We can see it. We are not so pure that we can perceive, yes, Krishna Saksha this time. Yes, some faith is there. But sweet reciprocation. Each one of us have experienced some touch of Krishna. And that sweet reciprocation we can experience when we faithfully try to serve Krishna. When we try to follow the instructions. Otherwise, spiritual life can become dull. It can become boring. It can become hackneyed. It says, Nava Nava Rasani, Anandam Buddhi Vardhanam Pratipadam Purnamrita Swadanam. Actually, there is a very fine this thing. If we practice it rightly, it is one taste. If it gets mixed up, it's another taste. So some bit of soul searching we have to do. How do we know, am I properly situated? I'm not doing service grudgingly. It's not boring. I am eagerly looking forward for attending kirtans, a morning program. Not because there is some force, not because somebody is asking me, not because I'm been asked to do. Yes, 1 day, 2 day, body is paining, tired, that's fine. So these are the tests. Susukam kartum abhyam. It is joyfully performed. Brahmā bhuta prasannatma. And in the beginning, we also cannot expect that everything will be, day one will be Brahmā bhuta. We are on the path of purification. Yes, we have anarthas, we have sense gratificatory, this thing and all that. But at least we should march in that direction. We should see, if I look back 1 year back, 2 years back, 5 years back, I should see that I am in the right direction. So Prabhupada once had a fight with Pishima. Pishima was his sister, and she was very fond of Prabhupada, and they had very nice transcendental relationship. By the way, some of you may not be aware, she was also initiated disciple of Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. And she was a very nice devotee of Krishna. She would cook for Prabhupada. So once Prabhupada had a fight with Pishima, and he was screaming at her and says, "No, you go back to Calcutta. I don't want you to cook for me." And she was reluctant. She didn't want her to go. So there was some kind of fight. Prabhupada said, "Go back. I'm telling you, go back." And she was reluctant. Finally, she started crying and then she left the room. Then Prabhupada explained to the devotee who was there assisting Prabhupada. He said, "This is the reason why I took sannyas." He says, "This is the reason why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took sannyas, to get away from the family. The problem is, she thinks that I am his brother and she will always be with me." And then Prabhupada says, it's very difficult to instruct family members. And Prabhupada says, I am the same person. It is not that after sannyas I have changed. I can do the same thing. This is the reason why I took sannyas. This is the reason why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took sannyas. So, why Prabhupada created this society? Why there is a concept of full-time missionaries? As grahasthas also, as this thing also, we can practice spiritual life. We can practice in our home also. There is no aitukiya pratihata. Anytime, anywhere, anybody can perform. But why there is a concept of full-time missionaries? Why there is a concept of sannyas ashram? So that we can serve Krishna without any, just with focus, single-minded attention. Otherwise, when one gets encumbered with so many responsibilities, which will be required, respective ashram, different responsibilities are there. And when one gets encumbered with various responsibilities, then that focus, tivrena bhakti yogena, Prabhupada one place says, what will you practice in the home? Again, this is not to deride. A lot of people are practicing. They are sincere devotees. We should respect them. In fact, who knows, Krishna will be very pleasing to Krishna, because in spite of all the responsibilities, all the challenges, they are practicing. So we should not be artificially proud that we are greater than anyone. Krishna ultimately sees who is striving, who is sacrificing, in whatever circumstances one is. A person who is giving 50 rupees by earning 100 rupees, and a person giving 5,000 rupees by earning 5 lakh rupees, that 50 rupees is more dear to Krishna. So irrespective of ashram, who is, in spite of all the circumstances, in spite of challenges, in spite of difficulties, is striving to serve Krishna, that is what Krishna is saying. But why this sannyas is there? Why this FTM, this thing is there? We can also, because it gives us an opportunity to set aside all other responsibilities and in a very focused way serve Krishna without bothering of other things. It's a great opulence. It's a great opulence. We should be cognizant of that opulence. Krishna has blessed us with that position. Today we can serve 24 hours in a day. If we want to. Only challenge is our mind. Otherwise, fully focused with no other distraction, no other this thing we can. Prabhupada will wonder, what will you practice in the home? Mind will say, sleep. Here, at least some checks and balances are. Somebody will come and remind, somebody will come and wake up, somebody will say, Prabhuji, why are you not attending? And there is no dearth of service. We can do this much, but opportunity for this much is there. So, Prabhupada's desire is clear, his instructions are clear, his wishes are clear, what he wants us to do is clear. And most of us have got opportunity also. The only challenge is how much we can offer. How much we can, Prabhupada in one lecture was mentioning, our attention is now given to so many things. What is Krishna Bhakti? We have to take that attention and give it back to Krishna. I was sharing with someone, I had gone to the US. Somebody was sharing me there in the US temple. Google or all this Microsoft, when they hire people, they don't say, okay, I'm hiring people, this is my salary budget. They don't go like that. They want the best talent in the world. Simple. If they spot a talent, then they don't say our budget is this much. Sometimes they come to IIT and the generally package would be, let's say, 12 lakh, 15 lakh rupees per annum. Suddenly 84 lakhs to one person. 2 crores to one person. Fresher, just passed out. And they're not doing charity. The reason why I'm saying this is, all these companies, why they are picking up the talent? What are these talented people doing? Facebook, Google, all this. And we have to also do something. Why are they making billions of dollars? Why are they able to pay somebody 2 crore rupees salary? What are these talented people doing? No doubt, there are many departments, many verticals doing many things. Ultimately, they are doing all these things because they are getting revenues. It's a business. It's a corporate. It's not an NGO. How are they making billions of dollars and attracting the best of talents and paying them the best of salaries in the world? And what are these talented people doing? All of us have to be very careful. You see, we all know in today's world, mobile is very addictive. Smartphones are very addictive. Why they are addictive? Because the algorithms, all these social media platforms are there. The best of brains have worked to capture your attention. We are tiny beings with limited intelligence, limited capabilities, limited analytical skills. No doubt, we don't have to curse ourselves. Krishna, whatever Krishna has sanctioned, we should be happy with it. But the big, big brains. Think of Elon Musk. In the US, there are now cars, you don't have to hold the steering. They've got so advanced, they have done statistics. How much accidents happen to car which is driven by the drivers, and how many accidents are happening to cars which are without just in the Google map, in the map you just enter the destination, you can just be hands-free. No doubt, so that you don't sleep, there are some, it alerts the thing. But otherwise, you can just hands-free, you can be talking, you can be doing whatever, a car will take you there. It's a reality. It's happening. People are using it. So, the best of brains are working to write algorithms, all this Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, how to capture your attention. You want to see something, moment you see something, the algorithm has captured what is your interest. It will show you 10 more things. See one more thing, more and more you are seeing, more and more it's refining its understanding about you. And 1, 2, 3, that's why you go for 2 minutes, you end up spending 20 minutes. What Maya has done is captured our attention. Our attention which should be on Krishna, our consciousness which should be on Krishna, our consciousness which should be Krishna conscious, now it has got spread all over. What is Krishna consciousness? That consciousness which is originally Krishna conscious, attention which is originally on Krishna, which has now got splashed on so many things, has to be pulled back and given back to Krishna, nothing else. This is Krishna consciousness. And these social media platforms are our biggest enemy if we are not alert. On one side, our process is Yukta Vairagya, we have to use that. We have to hear Prabhupada lecture in YouTube. We may go with good intention, but Maya pulls us. That's why it is all the more important mind should be engaged. We should have enough service. No time for Maya. Sometimes we can get into a platform, just let jitna ho jayega kar lunga. Problem is that our attention at every moment we have to give to someone. If we don't give to Krishna, don't give to Krishna service, it will go to Maya service. Maya will pull. And big brains of this world are masterminding. By the way, I told you why they are interested in your attention. Why they want to capture your attention. Because that attention sells. Why are people paying for advertisement? Why are advertisers paying billions of dollars for advertising on Facebook, Instagram and all that? Because they are saying that here I have so many billions of subscribers or this thing on my platform. Tell me whom do you want the ad to be shown? I will show them. Give me this much money. And advertisers are willing to pay the money because they have captured the attention of the audience and they can sell the attention to the advertisers. If people are not there on the platform, suppose you want to advertise something and the magazine is printing 200 copies, you will not print. In IPL, when the final exam, for 30-second thing, people are willing to pay 10, 20 lakhs, 30 lakhs, 50 lakhs, crores of rupees. Why? Because billions of people are watching. IPL final, as the matches become more and more intense and towards the final, the advertisement rate goes up. Newspaper which has 1 lakh subscription, 1 lakh print copies, the advertisement rate is different from some magazine which has 20,000 copies. Because that many people will see your advertisement, your product. So why YouTube? Why all this Instagram? Why? They want to capture your attention. The more time you spend on the platform, better it is for them. That's why the YouTube pays for those videos where there are more number of views. It's longer duration. More people spend time on the video, better it is for YouTube. Better it is for them to sell some products. And who is behind all this to capture attention? We are actually in one sense puppet in their hands. we'll feel bad about it. They are making us dance to their tunes. Sometimes when we get pulled into this, we should remember this. We are acting puppets of these big people who are masterminding how we should behave, how we should consume content. They are masterminding. They are masterminding, and we are fallen prey to that. And we have given our attention is there, and they are making money. Our attention should be on Krishna, and the attention is snatched with it. So each one of us have to be conscious. We are being cheated. Grossly cheated. Maya cheating is always there. Grossly being cheated. Somebody is playing with our attention. So we cannot totally say no to this because our process is yukta vairagya, but we have to be alert of this danger. And mobile phone is addictive even for devotees. So much time in the evening we may just want to browse something, check a WhatsApp. We start seeing something, some reel, something, some status. 1 hour goes. And these platforms are designed like that. Moment you see something, there is a dopamine release, feel-good factor, pleasure, sense of accomplishment. When you post something, somebody likes it, somebody comments it, feel-good factor. As I said, brains, people who are paid crores of millions of dollars, they are masterminding. Who is behind the Twitter, this thing? Elon Musk himself is masterminding. So on one side, we have an opportunity for Krishna, serving Krishna, giving our attention to Krishna. Other side, they are contenders, powerful contenders for our attention, powerful contenders for our time, wanting our time. So that is what free will is all about. And Krishna does not interfere with the free will. Krishna says, if you want to serve me, good, I'll reciprocate in one way. If you don't want, it's okay. If we use that free will to serve Krishna, we get one reciprocation from the Lord, we get one result. If we misuse it, we get another result. And if we misuse majority of the time, then spiritual life will become hackneyed, boring, mechanical, galagraha, burdensome. Chanting will become burdensome. When the spirit soul renders service unto the Supreme, there are two side effects. One is freed from all material designations, and simply by being employed in the service of the Lord, one's senses are purified. So this is the benefit what we'll get. We'll experience purification, purification of consciousness, purification of mind, purification of senses, control over our senses, and freedom from material designation. It was so soothing that you would have seen Anil Agarwalji. He is a devotee of Krishna. I was told he is initiated also. Just 4 days back, his only son, 48 years old, passed away. And just yesterday or day before, he was doing kirtan in Chowpatty temple. So whatever we have done for service of Krishna, come to our help. Otherwise, you're not a devotee of Krishna, you can get a shock of your life that it will take 10 years for you to even come out of it. The people who get into a depression when suddenly this kind of happens, because they're completely away from the reality. For them, reality means this relationship will remain eternally. Even material relationship. Whatever this is, khali aata hai, to khali aa jayenge, ek din sabko jana, it's all theory. When suddenly death happens, they get a shock of their life. But devotees also get a shock because attachment is there. But quickly they can recover. When we are absorbed in the thought of serving Krishna and when we can act in that consciousness, we can become real sannyasis and real yogis. So, just like here, great personalities are very dutifully serving Krishna, serving the plan of Krishna. Krishna has a plan. This world has to be progeny. It has to be populate. It's created for that. It's an opportunity for conditioned soul to come and they want to lord over material nature. They want to become the enjoyers. Okay, opportunity is given. Now, the secondary creators are entrusted in that task. Brahmā, Prajāpati, Dakṣa, Manus, and they faithfully follow and serve Krishna by fulfilling his wishes, his desire, his purpose. And it is not that these great personalities only. It's only Brahmā, he was fortunate, Krishna ordered. Manu, he was ordered. Daksha was ordered. Likewise, we are also ordered. We are equally fortunate. We also have an opportunity to please Krishna. Fulfill the orders of Krishna. How? By fulfilling the orders of Prabhupada. How? Because Prabhupada is transparently fulfilling orders of Krishna, of his spiritual master. So, the ball is in our court. We have attention, we have time, we have energy, we have good sense, we have free will. How we use it, it's in our hands. The more and more we use it in the service of Krishna, the more and more we try to please Krishna, it's our permanent credit. So we'll stop here. Granth Raj Srimad Bhagavatam ki, Srila Prabhupada ki.